King movement phase, turn 2. First, we see the skeleton archers turning to face the chameleon skinks in the corner. The Necrosphinx declares a charge on the unit of skinks in the middle of the board. He successfully charges, and then we see the shooting results for the stand and shoot for the skinks. They hit with 3, they wound with 3, and 3 armor saves are failed, resulting in 3 wounds to the Necrosphinx. In the Tomb King magic phase, the player rolls 7 power dice and 4 dispel dice for the Lizardmen side. While rolling for the Tomb King signature spell, the player rolls Irresistible Force. He rolls a 5 on the miscast table, and does roll a successful Lookout Sir roll, resulting in 7 skeleton warriors dying and no wounds to the priest. The magic phase is then over. In the Tomb King shooting phase, the skeleton archers on the hill shoot at the chameleons. They hit 3 times, they wound once, and there's 1 skink left after a successful panic check. The chariots shoot at the closest salamander unit. They hit once, with the wound being allocated to the salamander.
No wound!
The skeleton archers on the far flank shoot at the chameleon skinks that are behind them. They hit twice, wound twice, resulting in 2 dead chameleons. In the Tomb King close combat, the Necrosphinx is attacking a unit of skinks. He hits with 4, wounds with 4, and 4 skinks die. The skink attacks back on the Necrosphinx. They hit with 1, 0 wounds. Now the 5 Thunderstomp attacks from the Necrosphinx, resulting in 4 wounds and 4 dead skinks. The skink roll for leadership and promptly fail their leadership roll. They flee from the Necrosphinx. The Necrosphinx then chases them down and kills the unit. The unit has been wiped out, so now the surrounding units have to check for panic. The closest skink priest fails and runs away. The nearest skink unit also fails and runs away. And the last skink priest?
Yeah, it just shoots flamethrowers.
He's okay!
At the beginning of the Lizardmen movement phase, the Lizardmen player rolls to rally his priest, which he successfully does. He also rolls to rally his skink unit, which he also successfully does. The single chameleon skink left over by the hill moves over. The Saurus turn to face the Necrosphinx, and the salamanders move up. The Lizardmen roll a 6 and a 3 for their power dice. The skink priest then checks the range to cast Wind Blast at the Tomb King chariots. He needs a 7 and he rolls a 19. The Tomb King player lets this spell go off. The chariots are then moved 2 inches. The priest then targets the Necrosphinx and rolls a 19 for Uranan's Thunderbolt. It is dispelled by the Tomb King player. The chameleon skinks take their shots at the Tomb King archers on the far flank. 5 hits, 1 of which is poison. 4 wounds. Altogether, 5 archers die. The chameleon skink on the hill shoots at the Tomb Scorpion, needing 5s to hit. He misses. Next, the first salamander lines up to shoot at the Tomb King archers on the hill. He hits everybody in the unit. He gets 5 wounds, and 5 archers die. The second salamander unit lines up to shoot at the Tomb King warriors. He suffers a miscast, and some crewmen die. The last salamander shoots at the Tomb King warrior unit. He hits, getting 9 hits, 4 wounds, and 4 Tomb King warriors die. The Tomb Kings declare 3 charges in their movement phase. The Tomb Scorpion against Salamander, the Tomb Warriors against the Salamander, and the Chariots against the lone Skink Priest. All 3 units flee, and the Tomb Scorpion and the Tomb Warriors fail their charges. The Chariots run into the Saurus Warriors. In the Tomb King magic phase, the Tomb King player rolls 4 power dice with 2 dispel dice for the Lizardmen. The Tomb King player rolls for the signature spell, boosted, and he rolls a 19. The results were the units moved a little. Most important, though, he got back a total of 2 archers, 2 wounds on the chariots, 3 skeleton warriors, and 3 archers. In the Tomb King shooting phase, the archers on the hill shoot at the Salamander unit. 2 hit, and 2 of the Skink controllers die. The archers on the flank shoot at the Chameleon Skinks. 2 hit, 1 wound, and the unit flees. In the Tomb King close combat phase, the chariots have slammed into the Saurus unit with 12 impact hits, 5 wounds, and 4 Saurus die. The 13 charioteer attacks, 5 hit, 2 wound, 1 Saurus dies. Then the 6 horses attacks. 2 wound, and 2 saves. The Saurus do not wound with their attack back, and they successfully pass their leadership test. In the Lizardmen movement phase, the Skink Warriors on the far flank move up, and the Priest moves over to get into range of the Necrosphinx. In the Lizardmen magic phase, Uranus Thunderbolt is cast at the Necrosphinx. The Tomb King player allows this to go off, so he can later stop the second spell, Chain Lightning. In the Lizardmen shooting phase, the Chameleon Skink shoots at the Scorpion with 2 hits, 2 wounds, and the Scorpion does not save. The Salamander then shoots at the unit of warriors, getting 9 hits, causing 3 wounds and 3 dead skeletons. The chariots attack the Saurus with 13 attacks, 7 of which hit, 2 wound, 1 wound is saved, resulting in 1 dead Saurus. 6 horse attacks, only 2 hit, no wounds. The Saurus attacks back against the chariot with 20 attacks, 9 hit, 5 wound, resulting in 5 wounds on the chariots. The chariots are defeated, and the Saurus reform.
Riding and riding, we search across the land.